Hey, what's going on, you guys? How are you? Hiker Dave, NE Bigfoot here. I want to just make this short video about this disease that I had never heard of just until maybe the last month or so, and I just kind of had been trying to get some information on it. So I did. I got a couple of pretty good talking points here that I want to discuss with you guys. It's really interesting and a little bit frightening at the same time. So this zombie deer disease, or chronic wasting disease, CWD, here's what I've gathered so far. Spreading across North America, the CDC warns, formerly called chronic wasting disease, the illness attacks the brain, spinal cord, and other tissue. That's scary. I mean, to me, just listening to that, and it's in deer, elk, and moose, and ultimately leads to death, causing the animal to lose weight, coordination, and become aggressive. According to the CDC, the disease was reported in at least 24 states and 2 Canadian provinces as of January 2019, which is up 2 states since last year. Drawing parallels to the mad cow epidemic, so far there is no evidence that people can catch it through infected meat. The disease was spotted in the wild 40 years ago, but it has been seen in captive deer since the 60s. That's the first I've ever heard of that. Blossoming in northern Colorado and southern Wyoming, it's been spreading outward since. The affected areas are likely to expand, and this disease will incubate for years before showing signs. That's a frightening. That's frightening in itself. Just that you could be a hunter, deer hunter, and you could take down a perfectly healthy looking deer, or a moose or elk, and cut it up and consume it, not knowing that it has this chronic wasting disease. Symptoms also include a vacant stare and exposed ribs, and it causes the animal to physically waste away. While it is not known yet to be transmittable to humans, recent studies for the first time that monkeys could get the disease after consuming infected meat. Studies also show that laboratory mice with some human genes could also become infected, according to the CDC. So far, it has been limited to hoofed animals, and the occurrences are relatively low nationwide, but it is slowly and steadily spreading. So when I had heard that, I instantly, that they believe monkeys can get this disease from consuming tainted meat. I kind of, I've for a while now believed that Sasquatch kind of has some genes in itself, that it could be part ape, part human, but that's not what I'm debating, though. That's not what this video is about. It made me think, imagine Sasquatch taking down a deer and has no idea that it has this disease, and then contracting it itself, and then you're going to have a Sasquatch that's aggressive, loses its fear of humans. Kind of, that's what they were saying too about the deer. It loses its fear of humans and will just walk up to people, and that would be just deadly for a Sasquatch. I really hope that this doesn't happen. I hope that that is not the way I would want Sasquatch to be discovered. All emaciated with its ribs showing, with cysts all over its body, and being aggressive, possibly attacking a backpacker or somebody, a family camping, or hunters, attacking people all of a sudden. But a frightening thought, that's for sure, that this disease could potentially jump to humans, or even to Sasquatch, and it would end up, it could end up doing some serious damage to the population, to the Bigfoot population. So anyways, that's what I've learned so far, guys, about this zombie deer disease. And so I hope I maybe informed you guys a little bit. But I will be keeping my eye on this story, that's for sure. So if I hear anything different or anything more, I'll definitely keep you guys up to date. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I do appreciate it, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.